Pretty good. Ooh, take one. If you want to know what this take one is, look at the notes. I'll explain what's going on. So let's work on some qigong. So we start in Wu Qi, knees bent, hips tucked a little bit. You want to conceptualize working the outside of your body up, 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 up. Tuck the tailbone though, continental up, a slight relaxing of your shoulders in, and then relaxing, Osung, relaxing down the center. That's Wu Qi. Now we're going to reach up and imagine a source of light in the sky. And I'm going to inhale and bring this down to my mid dantian. I'm going to pause 4 seconds, and then we're going to push further down that white light into the ground to form the roots of a tree. Pause for 4 seconds. Allow those roots to take place and take a grip. Imagine a huge green ball of energy at the center of the earth. And as you inhale, bring it up back into your mid dantian. Hold for 4 seconds as you see that green energy entering your mid dantian. Continue pushing up that energy, green energy through your body as leaves like a willow come out your scalp and turn to the ground. You look back at the sky. Again, grab some white light from Father Sky and pull it into your mid dantian as you inhale. Pause as at the inhale, and let that white light fill into your mid dantian and visualize your mid dantian filling with white light. And now exhale. Exhale, exhale. Imagine white light going down your body, down through the 9 yang points in your feet, into roots into the ground, mixing with the dirt of the ground. Pause. Now grab from the green center of the earth, Mother Earth, bring green energy up through the bubbling well, that top of that arch of your foot, up through your legs, up through your hips, into your mid dantian. And then continue holding, seeing your mid dantian feel with green energy, and then push that big green energy up through your body, through your throat, through your chest, your teeth, your jaw, your scalp, your skull, and then it expands from your skull and forms willow tree leaves curving all the way down to the ground. And then grab white light and pull a column of white light as you inhale down into your mid dantian. For 4 seconds as that white light fills your mid dantian with white energy. And now exhale, push that white energy down through your body, through your waist, through your hips, through your thighs, knees, calves, down through the 9 yang points, your 5 toes, the balls between both of the front of the foot, the heel and the outside of the foot. That goes into roots into the ground. You're forming a tree with your body. You're becoming one with Mother Earth and Father Sky. Reach into the green earth and pull green energy up through the, the bubbling well, up through your ankles, through your calves, knees, hips, into mid-dantian whole as the green energy fills your mid-dantian, and then push that green energy up. Visualize this through the body, through your chest, through your throat, through your jaw, into your teeth, into your skull, through your brain, out your skull, forming the willow leaves that curve to the ground. Now continue at your own pace and visualize in your own mind. We're gonna do this, I don't know, 10 more times. Mm. Okay, whew. All right, it's pretty good. I need a lot to work on the direction there. That's fine. Couple of notes. Okay, so first of all, didn't mention the upper dantian, so we're reaching from the upper dantian up, not the upper, but the upper dantian, which is at the top of your aura. Um, I was pushing more like this, which is a perfectly fine option. We can actually do a version where we're putting peaches onto the roof, and then maybe, in fact, instead of saying a wuchi, another option would be to throw the peaches into the basket and then lift up. Though honestly, I don't think I could do 4-4-4-4 breathing and this for very long, but that is an option if you want a more energetic version of that. Um, what else? Didn't actually mention total breath. There's total breathing in there, but that'll actually that's a blog post, so maybe there'll be a point to a blog post. Mm. Oh man, I haven't done stretching since I was on vacation, so I'm gonna continue with stretching. I might as well record it since we're gonna do it. Let's see. What do I want to do? Well, I was doing some driving, so let's first start with the back. I'll do ragdoll. This will be the angle. Alexa, 5-minute timer. No, wait, Alexa, cancel timer. Where is that? Out there. Ah, there it is. There we go. Let's go. Let's go all in for this one. Okay. Actually, um, doing flexibility after qigong, good combination. Okay. Uh, hmm. Alexa, 5-minute timer. Alexa, stop. Wow, I had some good muscle shaking there. That's been a while since that happened. Okay, let's see. I was thinking about doing runner's lunge instead of for a hip stretch because I haven't done it for a while. Katie is in the way. I'll just stick that here. This will be fine. I'm cut off, but that's fine. Let's see. Right leg first. Okay, so let's see. I want to do this and this. So this is a version, or this is definitely complementing the side splits. Let's see. Is this runner? Yeah, this is, and then I'm going down like this. Yikes, yikes, yikes. And then I'm going to do a twist and kick that foot out. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna relax into this. Now, just let's a note. My right arm's not relaxed, but it's locked out, so it's not taking a lot of effort. And I'm actually I'm working on getting myself balanced so that it's taking even less pressure. So if you actually look, I've got a bit of a triangle forming here, and it's balancing the effort. So, and that's why I'm waiting to start the timer until I get that sort of locked in. And then yeah, I think let's see, is that going to bother my knee? Is that better? I haven't done this one for a while, so I don't wanna start the timer and get into it and realize this is a bad start. Okay, this is gonna be a problem. Do that. Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah. That's already too fast. Alexa, 5 minute timer. Alexa, 5 minute timer. That's gonna really open up my left hip. Oh, yeah. Gotta be careful of that. It's way too much. Oh, yay. Maintaining balance. Adjust. So keeping in. I don't want to go in and out, in and out. I don't want to keep slowly going in and using balance to sort of help control the descent into madness and release. Thank you for your help, Kitty. You are right on time to be getting in the way. Well played, sir. Well played. So now I've got my left hand at a 90-degree angle, and all I'm doing is it's giving me just a little bit of push to change where I'm hitting. Now, Kitty, you're starting. You're going to start to. Okay, stop, Kitty. Stop. Okay, not now. You're hitting me off balance. Thank you. Okay. Ah, that was not a good thing to do, but he was knocking me off balance. Okay, so it's better to stay in the pose because I've just sort of tightened up a little bit and I've lost a little bit of the relaxation in my sympathetic or my parasympathetic nervous system or my muscles. That is, I more stimulated my sympathetic there for a second. So this is something where I wish I had my bricks handy, but alas. Here's some cross for that. Yeah, that'll work. I'm still very tight. Notice my foot is rotated, I don't know, about 30 degrees off its north. It's almost at 2 o'clock. See if I can straighten that up a bit. Okay. That's better, but not that's fine, it's better. Alexa, stop. See, go do this first to get out. No, I want to do this first. Okay, okay, that's good. Well, let's see. That was pretty intense, actually, and definitely got the muscle belly over here, really nice, and loosened up about here a little bit, but near the like the top of the inner quad. All right, so other side. I'll just do this from a different angle. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's good. Alexa, 5 minute timer. Oops, 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 oops. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, wait. And it moved in a very bad way, and that is nearly a cramp. That should do it. It's a little tender, but yeah, I think that's fine. We'll find out shortly. Just holding that so tightly. Gotta keep checking the body, looking for tight spots and relaxing. Replacing a grip with a balance. Alexa, stop. Ooh, wow, that was just almost a bit too much right at the end there, but that was good. Okay, let's see. This one actually wasn't so beautiful, other than that. Okay. Eat your lip. Doing, buddy. Okay, let's see. Mm, oh, wait, it's not gonna work. It's gonna work. Yeah, or no, in fact, I'm gonna do something different here. I do this occasionally. Let's see, I don't want to be doorknobs. No, I'm gonna use my hands like this on the wall. It's a version of bridge pose, except, well, it's kind of a bridge pose. Alexa, 5 minute timer, and work my way to that. I'm not going to start there. As you relax in the pose, if you notice any tension, try to relax it. Wet noodle. You might find that you're holding just a little bit of tension, and it's surprising. Wet noodle. We need to be here for a while. Passive resistance or tension over time, 2 to 5 minutes. 2 minutes to really get your parasympathetic nervous engaged, though honestly, if you do qigong beforehand, you might actually be able to get into it a little bit more quickly. But even so, to allow the muscles to really start to relax and allow the sarcomeres, which are the fibers of the muscles, to really relax, you need to get into about 2 minutes and up to about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, it's sort of diminishing returns. Switch to a different pose. The one exception to that is hip work. I often do 15, 20 minutes for stretches. And allergies have been killing me. All right, so now my butt's thoroughly on the ground, so I'm going to lean back. I'm going to use the door first, and I can use that as a point to really allow my system to sort of relax down. Now, unfortunately, I'm sliding forward very slowly. We'll see how this goes. Actually, I don't know if this is going to make sense. I think let's see. Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, this isn't a bad idea, except it's completely not consistent with the principles. That wasn't wet noodle. I was definitely engaging muscles there. And so I don't want to get my nervous system and I don't want to get my sympathetic nervous system engaged and my parasympathetic at the same time, because since we are wired for survival, the sympathetic will tend to dominate over the parasympathetic. And I'm going to go ahead and use this to lean back. And this does actually help me deepen the pose a bit. And I'm just going to take that because it's where I'm at. As I breathe and practicing total breath, so there's three things about it. I'm breathing roughly 4 breaths, 5 breaths or less a minute. So about 6 second inhale, 6 second exhale. Maybe 5 seconds in, 1 second pause. Part two is I'm going to start using Ujjayi breathing. So I'm going to constrict my throat just a little bit. Part three, I'm going to add visualization and intention. The visualization is on the inhale, I'm going to bring energy from Father Sky, Chi, and I'm mixing Tai Chi or Qigong in with the science stretching. And to bring Father Sky white light into my mid 910, and I'm going to visualize that getting yellow and bright, like it's tendrils of a luminescent sunflower reaching out. I'm going to do that 3 times. And then I'm going to use that chi and I'm going to send it down my body and just support. So I'm going to then imagine yellow light going down my body. So inhale in here, white light, exhale, yellow light down the body. And then on the way back up, what we'll do is we'll inhale green energy coming up from the earth into the body, and then green earth light coming out of our head, just as a visualization. So that's what I'm doing. Alexa, stop. Well, so much for that visualization. Eef, yeah, those knees are bent. That helps putting pressure on them. Yeah, that's good. All right. I was curious while I was doing that about something. Try this for a while. And I even do a half lotus. Mm. Yeah, ankle flexibility right here. That is definitely a killer for me on the lotus. So there's no way. I wonder what the other side is like. Mm, well, actually, yeah, it's definitely tighter. Yeah, same issue. Also tighter up here. Well, luckily, I'm not compelled to do lotus when I meditate. This is fine, but actually, my preferred meditation position is something like this.